you so much for being with us as above, so below. This is my day of power. This is Thursday. This is Jupiterian energy. To each and every one of you guys for being with me and going through this process, this journey through Ocha. This is my spiritual journey when it comes to real magic. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for your likes, your shares, your contributions, your cash app, your comment. I really appreciate many of you guys being consistent in this journey and taking in my experience, and I do appreciate, because I did get a chance to see some in the commentary about my transparency. Let me tell y'all something. Everybody ain't gonna be. What, is that not my Chris from Philadelphia? What's up, Sad? It's my baby Scorpio in the house. How you doing? Welcome to my live. Thank you so much for being with us on this day of power of mine. All right, that Monique 444. We got Tree Rhonda. We got Stormy in the house. What it be? Crown. Yes, made it. What's up? Jazz. What's that? That's Sagittarius. Augusta, Georgia. Shamari, my counselor from Chi-Town. What's up there? Then I got my son coming up in here. Pisces in the house. There he is. Appreciate y'all so much. I got to do the cigar thing to keep everything clean. And then we got Mother Susan, the mother of the mother church. Yes, praise God. Yes. Karen Cartwright. What's up there? Alafia. Praise God. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let me tell y'all something. We appreciate everybody and your support. I'm talking about energetically, spiritually, financially. A lot of you guys showing a lot of consideration for the process that we're going through. Unveiling Ann. She said, glad to be in the numbers. Pisces in the house. Then I got my Boaz. All right there. How you doing, my Pisces? And then I got Renee in the house. How you doing, darling? Welcome to the world of Apostle Ely. Put some of this liquor down. I am getting prepared. I got my hikita. I got a libation going on up in here. What's up, that London Green? How you doing, darling? Scorpio from Georgia. Now, y'all know I like to come on here and share universal laws, especially to all of us that have gone through our trauma when it comes down to the church. And the mental gymnastics that a lot of people have to do because of things that were embedded into them. And I want to talk about today is also the day of Oya, my head Orisha. But it talks about Jupiterian energy, and it talks about change. And I am really says sing it. What's up? Can I have some no. No, you can't have not that liquor. That's sacred to my spirit. Yes, praise God. But I want to talk about something that I believe in my journey that a lot of you guys, I hope that I encourage you to take your spirituality seriously, and I also hope I'm encouraging you guys to actually take your everyday life. I do realize that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And I do feel that that a lot of us are so busy trying to survive that we're not actually living, and we have learned patterns. No matter what we achieve, no matter what we gain, we are constantly looking for something else instead of enjoying what we have already had or God has blessed us with. When I say God, I'm talking about God is feminine energy, masculine. What's up, Natasha Foster, my Aquarius from North Carolina? Ain't the one and only. And then you got Gemini, Karen O'Brien. Come on, slide up in here. Go find Father Goodness. Yes, praise God. I thank God for y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Not only of just the moral support and the encouragement, the process, and I hope that my honesty and my transparency to a certain level that I give you guys, that you appreciate me being able to show you behind the scenes, because a lot of times it is so much easier, especially with social media, to project yourself in a certain light and nobody really understand or know what you're dealing with. And so therefore it's easy to put on this I don't like to use the word perfect, but you know, nobody sees your ups and downs, nobody sees your ins and outs, and so therefore it makes it unrealistic. I want you to know that no matter what journey you are on, God has not, or Goddess has not put no more on you than you can bear. As you walk in your destiny, it may seem hard, it may seem difficult, And it is. But you will overcome it because you were destined to overcome it. It is your race to run, nobody else's. What's up, Calvina? My sister in the house. Cancer. Let me tell y'all something. And this is I want to say this. Me and my son was talking about a little earlier. If you're going to get into this spiritual pathway, and doesn't mean it doesn't have nothing to do whether you are an Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Mystic, Ajay, want to get married, start a business. Anytime you as a grown individual endeavor to bring change into your life, because that's what we're going to talk about. Why embrace change? That energy, that frequency, that vibration, that transformative energy. A lot of people, a lot of times they can embrace change, but they cannot embrace transformation. And what I mean by that is that you want a new idea, you want a new pathway, you want a new man, a new woman, a new job, a new experience, a new talent, a new gift, a new ability, a new anointing, but you want to keep the same pattern. Transformative energy, all it is, you will come in one way, but you will not leave out the same way. You will come in as a caterpillar, but you will leave out as a butterfly. I really need y'all to understand when it comes down to spirituality and true evolution. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You are literally one of the realest thank you guys. Stormy. Transparency is appreciated, integrity. And let me tell y'all something. I do realize I have to go back to Tampa tomorrow to finish up my ceremony. Well, the major aspect of my ceremony. Now, let me explain to y'all why. There go my eldest son, Trey, in the house, Cancer. In order for this to be worth it to me, right? A part of my manifestation is enlightenment. If you are going to follow a man or woman in hoodoo, voodoo, Santeria, their light has to be brighter than yours. I'm going to explain this why. In order for you to have something to look forward to, they cannot be on your level. That means in order to guide you, I have to have certain experiences. And a lot of times, what's up there? Boss Braids. A lot of times when it comes down to people looking for change, they're not looking to transform. You know what I'm saying? Like the transformer more than meets the eye. You want to be able to be unrecognizable by the people that were familiar with you. You want to be in a place where the spirits that used to war against you do not recognize you. The way that the enemy used to attack you, he or she cannot attack you that way anymore because you are a total different version of thyself. It does not matter how much knowledge that you gain, wisdom you gain, understanding you gain. If you are operating in the same mindset, the same pattern, that can be learned. You don't have to be super spiritual. Your enemies don't need a reading on you or divination. You drive the same pathway to work. You wear the same type of clothes. You have the same mindset. You handle money the same way. Don't matter how much money God bless you with, you still spend the same type of way. Shalom. How you doing? Cupcakes. All right, that's a good start there. When it comes down to Oya's energy, it is not about, Oya does not come just to bring rain and thunderstorm. It brings transformation. The way that I used to see life, I don't see it that way no more. I cannot go back to the old way of how I dealt with things and how I responded to things because I don't think that way. See, this is when you go from elevation where your mind begins to elevate in higher frequency. And so therefore, once your eyes have been enlightened, once your eyes have been open, then you can, the story about Adam and Eve, the symbology to it. What's up there? Justin. So once Adam and Eve recognized that they were naked, God recognized they knew they were naked, things cannot remain the same. Some of you guys, as grown as you may be, as much as you praying for change, much as you're praying for a different outcome, you're still trying to embrace your destiny. in the same skin, in the same format, in the same state of being. Because let me tell you something. The whole concept of leaving Egypt, going through the wilderness, and going to the promised land was all about transformation. It was killing off the old way of thinking. Even the people that were stuck in their way, they had to die in the wilderness. The wilderness is the dry places. See, you went from being in bondage and having a routine. The children of Israel in Egypt and in that concept, they had a routine. They knew where they're going to sleep at. They knew what they're going to eat. When you're trying to be free, because Sagittarian energy is about freedom, liberation. Paul said, let no man spot your liberty. If you want to walk in the freedom of your authentic self, if you want to walk in the freedom of the blessings that your ancestors are blessing you with, then there's a certain level of revolution that you got to go through. Because you cannot, certain man, remain in the same state of mind. You cannot go through life in routine after routine. Because now they can just sit back and calculate when to drop the bomb on you. A lot of y'all think the enemy is doing so much damage because it has such great power. Half of these people don't have great power. And you ain't gonna never know it because you don't realize you ain't got but 2 or 3 plays you got. You know what I'm saying? It's like a woman that done figured out a man. He ain't got but 2 or 3 strokes if he got that many. She ain't got but 2 or 3 hairstyles or 2 or 3 dresses. And you know what I'm saying? It get old real quick. After enough 4 seasons go around, you kind of figure them out because that person's never transforming. A lot of y'all are bored. A lot of y'all are skeptic because you're not changing. You're getting new information. You are being exposed to new ways of thinking and functioning. But at the end of the day, you won't change your pattern. And if you're going to embrace change, you must embrace transformation. Don't make spirituality in the ATR the same thing we did in the church. It's all a form of godliness, a form of spirituality. Y'all understand? What's up there, Keith? I'm coming in one way and leaving out another way. I know that I'm ready for transform. So think about this. When you are praying and you understand the process of that energy and that frequency, you understand that coal, in order for that coal to become a diamond, it got to go through a certain process. You know that in order for to get that pearl, that clam has to go through a certain form of process of irritation. Because a pearl is formed out of liquid. Okay? When you understand alchemy, when you understand how something is made, when you understand your energy, your frequency, your vibration, I understand that I'm a Sagittarius. I know where that fits in. I know where it fits in that my moon is in Aries. I understand my emotional state. Then I understand my rising sign, which rules my head. Then I understand why certain spirits work with me and I'm more effective in a certain a stream of energy versus other energy. This is when you start walking in the newness of who you are, shedding off. If you're going to deal with Kundalini energy and the serpent mentality, then you have to shed skin. You need a new skin. You need and this is what a lot of people don't understand about me. If you're never being challenged, it's in order for a snake to get rid of its old skin, it has to find a rock. It has to find something sharp enough to break the old skin. It's not just going to fall off, baby. Your old ways of thinking, the old ways of doing things, your old ways of attracting energy, your old ways of doing conjure, your old way, the whole concept about living in the age of Aquarius is the transformation of having your own mind and your own individual. And let me tell you something, being an individual is a new thing. It is so popular in this season because remember we came out of the age of Pisces. It's all about the camouflage. So you can look like your environment. So you can fit in. Now you're in the age of Aquarius. Now you need to stand out. I'm going to say it again so some of y'all a little slow when it comes to magic. You should be leaving the idea of fitting in the age of Aquarius, camouflaging with the environment. Now you're in the age of Aquarius where it is time to stick out and stand out. And you got to be comfortable in on your skin in order to be an individual. You must be around other people that you do not do it their way and still get along with them. You don't say it their way and you still get along with them. You do not. Let me tell y'all something. If you really listening to what I'm saying and understanding what it means to say, oh yeah, the Orisha of change and transformation, scorpionic energy. It is an authority. When lightning strikes something, it changes it. It changes it physically and it changes it energetically. If you are really being touched by the anointing on my life, not only will it change your energy, it will change your molecular structure. When I'm telling everybody, when people say that they're getting initiated and they are getting in company with certain energies and frequencies, if there's no transformation, if you're not facing your situation and your circumstances in a new way, in a new attitude, and then people see the change in you. Not you saying you change. I'm going to say this again. True transformation is noticeable. That ain't something you got to go around and tell somebody. That ain't something you got to go around and wear a sign on. You don't have to wear the headdress because I don't want y'all to see me because I'm a Sag. I love the style. I love to do my thing. I really do. But I don't want nobody to think this is dress up Ken. Huh? Hello, Barbie? This ain't dress up Ken, dog. You understand? There has to be a transformation inwardly in order for that light to shine very differently in a transformative way. When you're utilizing certain crystals, certain herbs that bring about transformation, you cannot go into it with the mindset, I'm going to stay the same. Huh? Huh? There must be a renewal that you allow to, and let me say it again. You must allow the transformation. You can't be sitting inside of the cocoon fighting to sleep. You cannot be sitting inside the cocoon fighting the process. You can't be sitting inside of the cocoon and then trying to break your way out. Elders, is there a money protection spell? Tips how much? Let me explain something. I'm giving you a spell right now to transform your finances. You cannot go from sparingly, happy Thursday, Sister Jackie, to abundance if you still operating with the sparingly mentality. That's just like people come into a lot of money and they still got poor man mentality. Huh? First of all, money is not our problem. I'm going to say that again real slow. Money is not our problem. Our mindset of not understanding where a source come from. Huh? Because you can still get more money and still be struggling. You can still get a better job and still be struggling because your mentality ain't changed. You will get more money and still spend above your means. You will get more money and then let your money make enemies for you. When you understand that you are the Taurus, you are the Gemini, you are the Sagittarius, you are the Scorpio, you are the source of your supply. As the Bible says, great is he that's on the inside of you than he that's in the world. Well, when you get into these energies and you are operating, that's why I say universal laws. That's why you can still have people in Ifa living in poverty and sickness. You can have people initiated in Haitian voodoo still living in poverty and sickness. You can have somebody that's a Kabbalist. You can have somebody that's an Eastern Star. Because if you are not transforming and allowing the science, when you go into the kitchen and you start pulling different things out of different aspects of your kitchen, and then you go to that, you utilize that stove, you utilize the water, you utilize the sink, you utilize certain tools to transform those individual items into a meal. You understand? That's transformation. And when you understand what you are preparing, you allow the process to take place, because some things you can't put fire to. You got to put it. So if you're making a dessert, some desserts that you get, you got to chill it. Some desserts you get, it's hot. Some things that you prepare, a certain dishes, it don't go on the stove. Magic is understanding where things fit at, and then understanding transformation. You cannot keep saying that I'm going to embrace something new and I'm still stepping there with the same fear about how I'm going to pay my bills. At some point of saying that you're a god or goddess, you got to start acknowledging that you're not walking in your godhood or your goddess energy. I was telling my son, and I was explaining why a lot of women and men talk about feminine energy that they're really not feminine. Because a woman or man that is walking in feminine energy, if you watch all and go back in time of ancient civilization when it comes to African diaspora, you will always see the female with a crown on her head. And you will see a man-child sitting in her lap with a crown on. A woman truly walking in her feminine energy will always crown her king. A woman that claims to be walking in feminine energy that is trying to destroy the masculine energy, that is not a woman. That is toxic energy. That is somebody that is hiding behind the concept of feminine energy because they are female. The same way a man can walk in the concept of masculinity and still not be a man. You understand? Not be a man about his business. You understand? That ain't got nothing to do with being gay, straight, or bi. You're still what you is. Energy, frequency, and vibration. When you say that you are walking in transformation, that means that you're no longer making certain people your enemy because you realize they can't be your enemy because they cannot stop what God has doing in your life. They cannot stop the Orisha. They can't stop the Loa. They can't stop the Nkisi. They can't stop your ancestors. They can't stop the Mpungo. Whatever divine spirit is, the moment you forget, like Peter when he was walking on that water, and he began to observe what was going on around him. How many things have you missed out on? Not because it wasn't meant for you, but because you started paying attention to the environment. I done told many of you guys, it took me a while to get where I am. This ain't an overnight process. You want to walk, I tell you guys about sowing because I understand the concept of harvest. I can't teach you prosperity in a way I don't live. I can't teach. I don't do crooks. I don't do scams. I don't do con artery. That ain't how I walk in my prosperity. I do it by sowing seed, looking at the energy. The same way you go to the ocean and know that there's fish in the ocean, and you take your fishing pole and then you put that bait on it and you put in that water. You don't know what it's going to take you 5 minutes, what it's going to take you an hour, 2 hours to catch you something. The point is that you understand where the source is. When you see, when you pick up your candle, you still understand that the candle is not the source. The candle is the instrument. It's the fishing pole. And then you put the oil in the candle or whatever ingredients you put in the candle. That's the bait. That's the ability to pull to you what you want or repel from you what you don't want. You understand? And some of us got enough sense to say, you know what? I need abundance. So I'm not going to the ocean. I'm not going to Yemiya with a fishing pole. I'm taking a net because I understand in order to get the abundance, I got to throw a wide net. And when you throw abundance out there, you gonna get all kind of stuff when you pulling it out of Yemiya. When you go to the ocean, there's all type of critters. And you got to be ready when you utilize a spiritual net to bring in your prosperity. And you got to go through your net after you have grabbed in. Because you hold the ashe and the prana. Yes. Now, as we say, and we like to claim, everybody got energy, everybody got certain levels of power. But we all know, just like we all got, as the commercial said, we all got a North Track body. We all have the potential of having a North Track body. The potential. But depending on how you treated your body and what you did to it or did not do to it, it may not be in the best of condition. You understand? You understand, huh? So when you understand that, the thing what I tell y'all about being grown and not leaving your common sense, I would not be teaching about finance if you wouldn't keep asking about money. I would not be teaching about relationship because spirituality is more than all that. The reason why you are struggling, it has nothing to do with resource because there's a cattle on 1,000 hills. Energy, frequency, as long as you exist on this earth plane, you can get anything you want if you're willing to do the work to get it, and then willing to do the work to keep it. You understand? The problem is that most people that conjure and speak things out their mouth, they don't even believe the words that come out their mouth. So why would you utilize the ashe in your mouth when you are not a man or woman of your word? So why would you trust the word of the Lord? Why would you trust the word of your ancestors? Why would you trust the word of transformation? Will bring about a newness, a way of thinking. And you will put off the old man. Huh? You got to break that cycle. Just like a snake has to break the skin, the dead skin, in order to come out of it. In order for you, if you can't sit there and keep pouring oil on you, think you're going to get a change. You can't think because you get into a new, that ain't going to break. What they say, you can take the pig out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the pig. It must be a breaking. And then as soon as you do something different, you looking for an instant result. Your mind ain't changed. A caterpillar don't go into a metamorphic state in an hour and then be a butterfly in 2 hours. If you really doing real magic, then you'll understand nature. I'm 50 years old. I've been doing this since I was a child. Look at the evolution. Huh? The evolution of the thing. And let me tell y'all something. A lot of times it's the trials that we go through that break that old pattern. Because a lot of us, we not going to change on our own. I know you don't want to admit it and you don't want to tell nobody that you act like you want so much. No, a lot of us will not change certain habits. And I don't even care if they're good habits. They can be good habits, but they're not good enough for where you're trying to go. You can have a certain level of good patterns that are good for where you at, but they're not good enough for where you're trying to go. And so for even in that, you know how to manage $300, but you ain't never had to manage $900. You got to change your mindset because now you got more resources to deal with than you had before. Because what happened if you don't change your pattern, because you used it at 300, and even though you got 900, you ain't going to stop until you bring that 900 back down to 300 where you familiar with. Huh? You ain't going to stop until you turn that mansion back into that apartment, what you accustomed to. You ain't going to stop with that man or woman until you turn them into the hole or the trash of kind of people you used to dealing with. You ain't gonna stop because you have not transformed by the renewing of your mind. See, this ain't about nobody else's way of thinking. In order for me, I remember when I was getting ready to get the building that I'm in now in the church, and the Spirit spoke to me and said, if you can't trust God with what you got, if you can't trust Him with rent, how you gonna trust Him with a mortgage? I'm going to say it again. If you can't trust God to help you pay rent, how you going to trust God to pay mortgage? I'll wait. See, goodness don't make you change. Opportunity won't make you change. A new religion, a new science ain't going to make you change. The only person that can bring the change is you. And the only way you're going to understand how to change, you got to understand you. Nobody have to tell that snake to find him a rock or find him a sharp place where he can keep rubbing on against that rock in order to break that old pattern. Nobody got to tell that grown man or woman, say, you know what, this what I'm doing ain't going to work for me where I'm trying to go. I can't keep the same mentality and hang around these other smart people because then I'm not going to feel that smart. Because if I stay on the same intellectual level, then I'm going to get left behind. I'm going to say that again. If I stay on the same intellectual level, I'm going to be left behind. And then I'm going to be creating issues. If I don't mature emotionally, then I'm not going to be emotionally responsible for the responsibility that I'm asking for. See, this ain't about other people. These other people showing up in our life to bring us to that transformation. God did not allow me to become crowned for Oya, for me to walk around here and say I'm crowned Oya. That's not what it's for. It's everything you get, everything that evolve in your life is for purpose. your encounter with me, your encounter with a different one, if you should be saying, are you here to help me break this pattern? Are you here? Because I can't take the skin off on my own. I need something to help me. A snake knows it needs help to break the skin, but you sitting there trying to do it on your own. That's why them trials be coming. You be praying for deliverance and them trials be coming. You be praying for God, this too. No, we like to say in the church world, this too shall pass. Well, in order for it to pass, you got to change. Because you still weeping in the night. Joy done came, joy in the morning been here for 3 hours and you still weeping. Joy in the morning been here 3 hours. Change has already come and you still ain't changed. What you done prayed for has already shown up and you still ain't changed. What you done called into existence is already standing in front of you and you still ain't ready. You ain't got your drawers on, you ain't got your pantyhose on, you ain't got your stocking on, you ain't got your wig on, you ain't got your teeth in your mouth. You ain't even ready for the change you asking for. Talk to me today. See, you keep thinking it's about giving to someone instead of saying, I am pouring into that energy. I am pouring. So when that energy bring the change, I'm going to be ready for it. I work and talk and deal with your ancestors. When they show up, you ain't even ready. You ain't ready for the very thing that you sowing for. You ain't even ready for the very thing you praying for. You think it's still about you getting another tool. You think it's still about you getting another dollar, another man. It ain't about that because you ain't changed and you going to bring it right back to that level of frequency that you say you want to get out of. You still got the bondage frequency. You still, then you leave out of the bondage frequency, and then now you're in the wilderness frequency. Instead of you done shedded the skin of the bondage, now you got bondage and wilderness energy. By the time you get to promised energy, it's all warrant. Because each one of them energy is there to bring a certain transformation in you. But you ain't trying to do it. You just want to hold on to every freaking experience you have. Instead of growing from the experience, you just want to have something to talk about what you've been through. You want a conversation piece. Because you're not ready to change. And you ain't ready to transform. In order for me to get to the next level, it doesn't matter that I'm not a smoker. It doesn't matter that I'm not a drinker. In order for me to transform, I must put on certain things. Everything about your transformation ain't about what you like. Some things in your transformation you gonna like. But then there's other things in your transformation you not gonna like. Especially when you leaving hoodoo to go to voodoo. Especially you leaving voodoo to go to Palo. Especially you leaving Palo. You don't understand those sciences are there for a different response. Just like in the gym. There's different equipment to produce certain muscles and certain strength to the body. Not you. You want everybody to think you working out because you got on a workout outfit. You ever seen them people go in there, got all them nice, you spend more money on your outfits than you actually spend on actually working. But you look good. You look expensive. But ain't no change. Some of y'all will not give up that usury spirit to walk in your blessings. You're so accustomed to trying to manipulate people to do what you want to do that you can't even walk in your now, command ye me now blessing. I'm going to say it again. You so busy still walking in the manipulation energy that you can't walk in your God or goddess because you can command ye now and see I won't perform. You don't even know what that is. Transformation makes you look at that mountain and say, you know what? I used to ask for strength from the ancestors. I used to ask for strength from Ola Damari. I used to ask for strength from Jehovah Jireh. I used to ask for strength for Adonai. I used to ask for strength from my ancestors. But now I'm going to speak to the mountain. See, when you transform, you move differently. You function differently. And people recognize that. And you should recognize that once you transform, you must then fight your battles differently. I'm going to wait. You still got that same weapon from 1914. God done said, my weapons are mighty through him in the pulling down a stronghold. You still got that same Baby, you got to get new weaponry. You got new enemies. They got new strategies. Huh? That's like playing football. They got new people on the team. The strategies that work with the people that they done traded off, that ain't gonna work no more. There's new players on that team. It's other people that done stepped up here. Huh? You got to keep them guessing. You understand? And you can't keep them guessing with routine. You keep them guessing with transformation. What's up there, Natasha Fox? She said, hit that like button. Y'all know this good. It's delicious over here, huh? Go ahead and lick your tongue. It's delicious over here. Sometimes you got to flatten your tongue out. And sometimes when you got to get in the groove, got to make it, cut them like a knife. Huh? You cannot give a surprise attack to your enemy because all your moves are outdated. Because every time something come up to bring you into a transformation, you don't want to change. Don't leave now, little folks. Huh? I've been doing this a long time, y'all. In order for me to be where I am, I done had to go through turns. And I'm trying to tell you, if you ain't got somebody telling you that's actually doing it, and let me say this again, not just somebody going through stuff, because everybody going through. I'm talking about people that are conquering, passing their test. It's bad when you cheat off somebody's test that failed. Oh, I'm finna hit you hard now. It's bad that you're copying somebody that has failed in hoodoo, failed in voodoo, failed in conjure. They ain't even an A student, they ain't a B student, they ain't a C student, they ain't a D. They flunking, and you cheating off. You watching them and you emulating their failure. You just don't know it's failure. And you wonder why your life going a certain type of way. Huh? Some of y'all look at a certain class and you say, you know what? That's an elective class. That's a gifted class. I don't want to be challenged like that. Well, this ain't the life for you. My lives are for grown people. If you're not trying to be challenged and you're trying to stay in your status quo, what I do and how I do it here, it's not going to work for you. It's not going to work. My moon is in Aries. I'm here to be challenged, and I'm here to challenge. Huh? Because that's how you get to transformation. Huh? The caterpillar can't keep wiggling around. It got to start learning how to use these new wings it got. Half of its life, it crawled on the ground and crawled around. The rest of the life, this is when it says, my ladder shall be greater than my former. How your ladder gonna be greater than your former when you still a caterpillar? Huh? You're supposed to be eating where you can hibernate in due season, transform, and then be able to break out. And you're not coming out of that cocoon until you have completely transformed. Why are you trying to come out here to prove to somebody you different? Prove to somebody you learned something. Prove to somebody you got a new tool. You ain't even ready to come out the cocoon yet. Sit your ass down. Get back in there so you can get all the nutrients that cocoon is doing. It's that halabut. What is it? Halabut. I'm trying to think of that. On Goku, they get in that chamber. Hyperbolic chamber. I think it's hyperbolic chamber. Where they sit in there and they're being healed, restored, rejuvenated. So once they come out anew and afresh. Transformation is about you being revived, refreshed, renewed, and reinvigorated. Huh? I'm in a season where I have been renewed. The way that I used to look at the world, I don't look at the world anymore. I have a new set of eyes. I hear things very, very differently now. I'm moving very, very different. Huh? That's how you bring change. That's not only how you bring change in your life, but it brings change into the lives of the people that you are connected to, the people that you're influencing. There's no way that if I am truly growing that you shouldn't see the evolution of my person. I shouldn't. It ain't for me to get out here and say, "Oh, I'm crying," or "I'm different," or "I got." No, you should be able to see it exhibited in my life. How I maneuver should be different. Not the things that they're sharing with me. Because guess what? I'm supposed to be getting new information. If I done got elevated, I should get new information. If you economically on one level where there was a time where you could not afford to go out and do certain things, and now you have elevated to an economic status that you can go out and get what you want, things you operate different. You're going to know if you have completed that transformation because you're going to be able to address this same life differently. Life don't have to change, you do. I'm going to say that again real slow. Life does not have to change. It's here to operate the same way so everybody has the same cycle. But you should be transforming so you can introduce yourself back to life in a different facet. Huh? Them same trees were there when that caterpillar was going through metamorphosis. Them same animals were there. You looking for everything else to make you feel different. If it ain't clothes, it's shoes. If it ain't shoes, it's a new dick or a new wop. Everything got to make you feel different. How about you be different? How about you transform and shed that old skin, huh? Most of us done went through that process where you, when you're a baby, you get your baby teeth in, and then you go through the transformation, you lose them and get your new teeth. Some of y'all still got baby teeth because you won't change. And you won't embrace it because you don't understand it. And change is not there to make you feel comfortable. Do you really think it's comfortable for that caterpillar to morph on the inside? It got to grow antlers, antennas. It's got to grow wings. It has to get a new body. You know what I'm saying? Once you get glorified, you get a new Merkaba. You get a new energetic body, a new emotional body, a new astral body, a new celestial body, and an extraterrestrial, depending on your elevation. And now all of a sudden you still moving the same? Something about that ain't right. Let me tell y'all something. I don't care how much you want to learn magic. Do not leave your common sense in the car. Don't leave your common sense under the pillow like you waiting on the tooth fairy. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Bring your common sense to the conversation. Bring your common sense to the practice. So nobody ain't got to keep on repeating the same thing over to a grown person. How can you walk in divinity when you are still struggling with your own concept of energy? All money is currency. And when you want to walk in that abundance, you have to touch the energies that have that. In my personal case, I'd rather you get your vagina rejuvenated than buy a new wig. Transform that. She'd rather you get your penis rejuvenated than you. You understand? Like, what you need to be asking yourself, what is a game changer in my life? What if I transform anything about me? What would I transform that would be a game changer? Not only change my life and project me in a different space and reality that not only I can see, but other people can see. Why are you praying for the same thing that ain't a game changer? Huh? Me too, Chief. Huh? Why is it that you watching me, paying attention to me, listening to my video, and at no point in your mind you're saying, this man is talking about changing the game of the ATRs. I'm a game changer. But I can't change the game until I understand the game. I can't change how people treat me until I understand me and how I want to be treated. You can't transform nothing you don't understand. You can't transform nothing that you don't understand the process of how to go about. And then you also gonna fight all the way through the process. It makes no sense. You grown, do it how you want to do. I'm just trying to explain to you when it comes to this energy and freaks on my platform, it's about transformation. You so busy want to be everybody's enemy. To not that when the concept that God want to cause men to give into your bosom, good measure, press down, shake it together, and running over, you can't receive that blessing because you ain't changed. You can't receive certain help because you think that you're going to be able to do it on your own. That ain't for me to make you break that pattern. For where you are asking for and where you need to elevate to and how you need to change your environment. Minister Mario, not only did he want to break a generational curse, he did not want that curse to fall on his daughter. Huh? So he made the transformation to protect her. Some of y'all got these people out here thinking that you're going to just break a generational curse just because you said so. because you made certain sacrifices. Somebody got to get on that altar. Somebody got to transform. Somebody got to become something new, a new creature in this, Some days I got to come out into this world as a beast. And then some trials call for me to be a monster. And some days I got to be an abyss. And the story never end the story. Sometimes you've got to become the nothing. You got to say nothing, you got to see nothing, and you got to do nothing. In other words, you got to stand still and see the salvation of God. Boy, ain't God good to me? Yes, sir. I'm good at what I do. I praise him. I praise him high. I praise her. Thank you, feminine energy. Thank you, galactic spirits. Praise ye. What's up, that jealous Swedes? All right there, Gemini. Praise this Jehovah. I've been trying to get y'all money together. Not for me, for you. Because guess what? We all got resources. But we pour them into different things. And that's why we don't get a spirit. Let me tell y'all something. Always remember this. The entities that we have and that we came from, they know their value. And they know what it takes for you to get there. So if they're asking you for something, it's for a purpose. Nobody got time to keep telling you something over and over. Either you believe it or you don't. Either you're going to do it. You know how much energy I put out into Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated? You know how many ceremonies over the years I had to do for this ministry to thrive the way it is? You know how, like, for my website to do? You know how much conjure and energy and ashay I put out to get a harvest? And you gonna burn one candle? You gonna pray one prayer? You gonna do one sigil? Oh my God, on today. Knowing that you're going out into this world that other people have competing energies and you ain't got a prevailing force. Oh my God, on today. I did it again. It's all good. I got you, Keish. Let me tell y'all something. Pour energy in your business, pour energy in anything that you want to live, because you are the source. And just like anything else, I call them drop chord prophets. And when I'm in the church, I call certain people drop chord prophets. That means, you know how people, they lights be out in their house and they ask the neighbor. Sometimes they ask and sometimes they don't. But they drop the cord and they plug it in with somebody that got electricity. A lot of times people hang around. They're not trying to learn and transform, but they hang around people with that frequency and vibration, and they try to cipher energy or energy from that individual. And that's how they actually live their life. They ain't trying to be smart. They just hang around smart people. They're not trying to prosper. They just hang around prospering people. And I call them people, that's what we call that vampiric energy. That's parasitic way of thinking. Break that cycle. Don't work on it, baby. You got the air sign in you. Command your energy. See, a lot of times, things are trying to challenge you to see if you're going to follow through. It's easy. Let me tell y'all something. It was so much stuff going on through this Ocha that I could have said, F this. Bump this. I kept pushing. People felt like because of what I was going through with Minister Mario and things going on in church and church people that I was going to give up. Child, please. I ain't coming to... If I gave up, that means everything I did was in vain. And I'm not with being in vain. Is my living in vain? I got my niece's birthday, Nevaeh's birthday today too. Love. All right there. Okay, Keish, I see you. Okay, you coming through on tonight. All right now. Let me tell y'all something. If it was easy, everybody be on them levels. Sent for reversal. Jelly sweets. Reversal. And Blockbuster. Gotcha, baby. See, my incense is an air element. Oya is air. When we want to remove obstacles. But guess what? Once the obstacles are moved, you still got to walk down the yellow brick road. It don't matter if the Wicked Witch of the West die if you still not gonna try to get back to Auntie M. What is the purpose of you going meeting the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Lion, and you still not gonna get to Oz and get back to Auntie M? That defeats the whole purpose. You never forget the journey. You never forget yes, there's things gonna happen along the way. And you gonna like some of the things and some of the stuff you ain't gonna like. But do not forget why your assignment is here. No matter who act up in the class, don't forget you still gotta graduate. All right there, Karen O'Brien. I see you, sweet. Sister Licious. Money and Guardian. I know that's right. When these frequencies be coming in, y'all guys, especially out of my pot over here, think about this. Once the atmosphere change, what are you gonna do when the atmosphere change? When you doing romantic, you say you set the mood. My spirits set the mood for you. Shamari, what did I forget, baby? Don't forget me. Something I missed something, Shamari. Shamari missed it. I missed something. Let me put your name down. Tell me what I missed, because I didn't see it. Even though I got glasses on, apparently I missed it. I got a concoction here. Don't forget to hit that them likes. Yes. Listen, guys, as much as I thank y'all for enjoying the information, it's more important that you apply it. That's where the transformation gonna come. That's where the gratitude, that's where you spending hours watching my videos, spending lives on me, the laugh, the jokes, and all of that. At the end of the day, that's all good. But at the end of the day, I want to see you transform into the version of light that you were born to operate on this earth realm. Gonna stand for protection for your mom. Okay, hold on, find your name. Keish. Okay, protection for her mom. For mommy. Okay, I got you. The joy that any teacher has is when that student takes that information and they go to the next level. I'm not doing all this just to say, oh my God, I ain't never looked at it like that. Or, oh my God, no, it's for you to embrace your evolution, your change. So therefore, we got more people out here that's walking in higher frequency and vibration, especially in the age of Aquarius. We got 2,000 years to be an individual. Even though we're individual, and let me explain to y'all about the collective. Except you become the individual, then how can we possibly come together as a collective when you're copy somebody else? Every aspect of your natural brain has its own individual electric rods. So it takes our individuality to create the collective. Huh? You see what happened in Alabama? It took the collective. Everybody read that signal right, but they all got there and did something very different. But they got the job done. Somebody had to put a chair on somebody's ass. Somebody had to throat choke somebody. Somebody cut somebody out. Hey, it's all good. At the end of the day, victory was won. When you are operating, that's why we got different spirits, different ancestors for different things. But it's all about that collective. What is your mom's phone number? My mom's phone number is... No, I ain't gonna say that. I'm finna get real nasty. Why would you come out here on social media asking me for my mom's phone number? I'm a black American man, and y'all know we do not play about our mamas. So I don't know who you fooling with, but I ain't the one. Shamari, baby. It's C murder, cancer murder energy. And then I got Darius, Better Business, and then Money, and then Mental Clarity / Focus. Okay, hold on. Let me do this real quick, y'all. All right, Blockbuster. When it comes to transformation, guys, if everybody was out here really operating in these ATRs, you wouldn't see a carbon copy of one another. And when you don't have carbon copies, then you can actually learn from somebody. You can actually be inspired by somebody because they're doing something different. But when all you're doing is trying to emulate something, then how can I learn? How can Aretha Franklin learn from you when you trying to sing and do what she do? It is impossible. How Whitney gonna be inspired by Jennifer Hudson when Jennifer Hudson trying to sing like Whitney Houston instead of singing like Jennifer Hudson? Y'all get what I'm trying to say? In spirituality, we need you as a distinct individual. Love incense. Ancestor incense. That's how we come into all these. That's why when you look at most people on social media, it's just carbon copies. It don't matter if it's in Benin. It don't matter if it's in Australia. It don't matter if it's in Hawaii. It all look the same. Because they all doing the same thing. Instead of being an individual, because your gift, none of our gifts are the same. So therefore, we cannot practice Obatala the same. We cannot practice Oshun the same. We cannot practice Ezeli Dontor the same. We cannot practice Babalu Aye the same. We cannot practice Saint Michael the same. Gabriel. We cannot practice because we are not the same. We are individuals. We're individuals. When you see I believe that you are distinctly made because I need what you have to offer, not what I got to offer. I don't want to look over there and see me. If I want to see me, I will sleep with me. I know how to take care of Chief Apostle Samuel Lee. I promise you I do. I think I'm the best at it. Start taking pride and stop saying you want to be your individual and you look like everybody else. One person wear a blonde wig, all of a sudden everybody got blonde. Everybody got blonde. I don't know if I'm cheating on you or sexing the same person. Everybody in there got a blonde wig on. The men and the women. Because you don't know how to be an individual. You don't know how to do what you came here to do. You change when you see something different. Stormy, you got Money. I got to write this down so I don't forget. Money and Ancestor. Jelly Sweet. Oh, let me Protection Incense for Keish Mom. Protection Incense for Keish Mom. I'm just giving you the illustration so you can make the changes. But nobody, and guess what? It's a lot of work. Because you got to break them patterns. You done had them patterns for 10, 15, 20, 30 years, depending on how old you is or how long you've been doing it. A pattern is created in 21 days. How many 21-day cycles you done had that pattern? It's not going to break just like that. Okay. The other incense for my business. Okay. Yeah, the other one incense for your business. I got that part. Which is very smart. And then we got Reversal for Jelly Sweets and Blockbuster. Now that's a good combination right there. That AK-47 and then kick them those down with that Blockbuster. Yes, Lord. Jelly Sweets. Yes, baby. And guys, I want y'all to tell y'all this too. I really appreciate y'all sharing information and really making this platform informative and big for grown people that like you. It's okay. And let me tell you something. If you're in the season of the caterpillar stage, don't try to rush your transformation. If you in the caterpillar stage and you ain't ready for transformation, keep on eating off them leaves until it's time. You ain't got to, when it's time for you to transform, trust me, the cocoon is coming. You just need to be ready for it when it's your turn. A lot of times, I'm going to give y'all an insight. A lot of times, you can't be ready for what God got for you because you too busy watching somebody else live out they promise. Huh? You too busy hating on them that you ain't focused and doing what you need to do so when your transformation comes, you ready. Most of our transformation, we get caught off guard. But we steady praying, but we ain't watching for nothing. We steady asking, begging and reaching, putting all that fruit out there, making all that fruit salad, out there doing all that stuff, and you ain't even ready for the very manifestation you doing all that for. That ain't grown people stuff. That's childish stuff. That's childish stuff, and we here for the grown people. We here for the grown people. Karen O'Brien is money. And remember, my money incense also has protection, repelling poverty. But you got to work with your mind. And then we got Guardian Angel incense for my Karen O'Brien. Yes, baby. Okay. Now, this Karen O'Brien. Brother Johnny. Okay, I got you, Brother Johnny. Hold on. Johnny for Guardian. All right. And then I got Darius, Better Business. Better Business for Darius. And Money. And Mental Clarity for Darius. So think about this. Yeah, they ain't playing tonight. Everybody getting in that pot. That's nice. Keep Ogun working. Now, remember Ogun, the whole concept of the iron. Because guess what? If everybody Ogun was working, we wouldn't be having people wouldn't be out here being jealous and envious. Wait a minute. Hold on, Renee. Hold on, let me just saw you. Renee is love. Reversal. And ancestor. Got you. So Darius, I got him. And then I got Stormy. Stormy has, make sure I got room. Stormy has Money Incense. Money Incense and Ancestor. Alright. And then Brother Johnny has Guardian Angel Incense. I know that's right. And then we got Renee. I got your love. Okay. I said got your love. Then it said love incense. Love. I'm going to do it in this order. I'm going to do love. And then I'm going to do ancestor. And then reversal. So Renee. Love. Ancestor. Incense. Always remember, when you're doing manifestation, you should know how that energy works so you can benefit from the energy as it is being released in your behalf. Then we got reversal. You know why you want the love incense, you're going to set your intention. You know why you want the reversal incense, and when it hits this pot, and once that fire hits it, it's released that energy to work for you. And then you walk in it. Chief, whatever my ancestors say. Shamara said, whatever my ancestors say. I know that's right. I'm with you on that. As Kim used to say, I'm with you when you're right. Oh, happy day when Jesus was. Now, I think I got everybody. 1, 2, 3. There it is. All right. What time is it? Ooh. Now, hey guys, I got to get up early in the morning because I got to go back to Tampa tomorrow to finish up my ceremonies. Let me tell y'all something. If you came in, so did you see the other I sent? No, Stormer. I sent the phone. Okay, I got you. Shamari, what did you? I don't have my iPad with me. Stormer, did you send for another one? Let me know. Because I don't have the iPad in front of me. I was rushing. Because if I get the iPad, well, at least you know that's my fire alarm going off. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. You know I appreciate you. It's for a special person. Oh, okay. I got you. I'll check it when I get on there. I gotta let out this thing. I got my house smoke. Y'all was carrying on so much with this incense. It set my alarm off. That's a good thing though. I ain't even mad about it. At least I know it works. But much love to each and every one of you guys. All right. Your Trey say me too. Burn, baby, but not burn. I know that's right. Get that manifestation. Yes, Lord. But much love to you. Don't forget to hit that like button and do not forget to comment after this video. All right. But I have to be in Tampa by 10 o'clock in the morning, so I got to leave here at least by 7 to get there on time. All right. Much love. Hit that like button, share, and comment up on the video. God bless.